I thought that talk about doctor-patient liaison was brilliant. I have a couple of stories here. I used to belong to a patient group that supported research. I got involved in quite a lot of meetings. And one of the ones that really sticks in my mind was when the clinical lead for cancer in a big hospital got cancer. And she gave a talk about what it felt like. And she said, it will change the way I treat patients totally. She had never really understood what patients felt like until she became one. And we were all really, really moved by that. The other story was many years ago. I was doing the sort of things I do, talking to patients, and I'd recommended one patient go to a particular very well-renowned hospital, and she'd been under treatment from this lovely oncologist, and she went in to see him one day, and she said that he'd said to her, "I'm very sorry, there's nothing more I can do for you." And he walked out of the room and just left her and her husband. They were absolutely shattered, as you can imagine, and they went home and they phoned me that evening about as soon as they got home. They were so distraught, and I thought, what on earth do I say? And I said, you have to remember that doctors are human. I suspect he couldn't cope himself. 2 hours later, the doctor phoned them and said, I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I was so upset myself. I was not in a position to help. Will you come in tomorrow and we'll really talk about it? And I think we have to accept that our doctors are human and they can get upset too. So it is a cooperation between us and our doctors. And I don't know how this adds to the patient's story, but I think it's part of the picture that our doctors find themselves overwhelmed sometimes. If they really run out of options, it's hard for them. And we have to empathize with them sometimes, and that's not easy. So it's a partnership. And I think we are part of that, and we can perhaps help them to help us. Does that make any sense? Right, I'll leave you with that, and I'm still here.
Yep, so we're all still here till 4 o'clock, so please have another coffee. I think it's still out there, isn't it? Yep, so help yourself to another coffee. Thank you everybody for attending, and hopefully we'll see you our next event. It's Edinburgh, so I don't know how far that is to drive or train from or plane from here, but Edinburgh is the next one, and then London is the one after that, although we haven't organised that yet, but it's going to be London. April the 14th in London, there you go. Don't forget our evaluation forms. If you could fill those in, we'd be really grateful. And as I said, please enjoy the rest of the afternoon chatting and getting to know each other and finding out what might be able to help you in the future. Thank you very much.